You make 35,000 decisions every day, and each one is quietly draining the mental energy you need to build wealth. While you're standing in your closet for 10 minutes deciding what to wear, minimalists have already automated their wealth creation and moved on to making money. This is the cognitive load crisis, and it's the hidden reason your cluttered mind keeps you broke while others seem to effortlessly accumulate wealth. Here's what's really happening. Every choice you make burns glucose in your brain, leaving you mentally exhausted by the time real opportunities show up. The wealthy figured this out decades ago, which is why they systematically reduce decisions to create mental space for the choices that actually matter. I'm going to show you exactly how reducing decisions creates the bandwidth you need to spot and capitalize on money-making opportunities. Your brain operates like a smartphone battery, and every decision you make drains that battery a little more. The problem is, most people burn through 80% of their mental energy before they even think about money. Let me break this down with a real example. A typical morning routine involves 47 separate decisions before you leave the house. What to wear, which shoes, breakfast options, coffee or tea, which route to work, what to listen to, checking emails, responding to texts. Each choice activates your prefrontal cortex and burns glucose. By 10 a.m., you're already running on mental fumes. Compare that to a minimalist's morning. Same outfit, same breakfast, same route. 3 decisions total. They've preserved their cognitive bandwidth for the decisions that compound wealth over time. This isn't about being boring. It's about being strategic with your most valuable resource. This is why successful people wear the same outfit daily. Steve Jobs didn't choose black turtlenecks because he lacked creativity. He understood that decision fatigue was his enemy. Mark Zuckerberg owns 20 identical gray shirts for the same reason. They're not trying to make a fashion statement. They're preserving mental energy for billion-dollar decisions. The hidden cost of choice overload goes beyond just feeling tired. When your brain is depleted, you make progressively worse financial choices as the day continues. You'll overspend on lunch, skip the gym membership that could save healthcare costs, or avoid that uncomfortable conversation about a raise because it requires mental effort you no longer have. Research reveals just how dramatic this effect becomes. Studies of judges show they make harsher sentences when mentally depleted from a day of decisions. If trained legal professionals can't maintain consistent judgment under cognitive load, what chance do you have of making optimal financial choices when your brain is fried? Your cluttered environment makes this worse by creating constant micro-decisions that drain wealth-building focus. Every item on your desk, every notification on your phone, every choice in your overcrowded schedule is stealing bandwidth from the strategic thinking that builds wealth. You're not lazy or unfocused, you're cognitively overloaded, and that overload is keeping you financially stuck. Minimalists don't think less. They think about what matters more. They've discovered that wealth isn't built through more decisions, but through better decisions. And better decisions require mental clarity that most people have already squandered by noon. The automation principle is simple. Remove decisions to create mental bandwidth. Every choice you eliminate frees up cognitive resources for the high-impact decisions that actually move the needle on your net worth. This isn't about living like a monk. It's about engineering your environment so your brain can focus on what pays. Warren Buffett exemplifies this strategy with his investment approach. He doesn't chase every market trend or analyze hundreds of stocks. Instead, he's automated his decision-making process around a few core principles. Buy companies he understands, hold them forever, and ignore market noise. This systematic approach has freed his mind to spot the opportunities others miss while they're drowning in analysis paralysis. Here's the 3-step process that transforms cognitive overload into wealth-building focus. First, eliminate non-essential choices entirely. This means creating systems that remove decisions from your daily routine. Second, automate the remaining necessary decisions through technology and predetermined rules. Third, delegate decisions that others can handle better or cheaper than you can. Let me show you what this looks like in practice. Automated investing eliminates the daily decision of whether to save money and where to put it. Set up automatic transfers to index funds, and you've removed hundreds of micro decisions about timing, amount, and investment selection. Your wealth grows while you focus on earning more income. A simplified wardrobe eliminates morning decision fatigue while reducing shopping decisions, laundry complexity, and storage needs. Steve Jobs saved an estimated 20 minutes every morning by wearing the same outfit. That's 120 hours per year of preserved mental energy. What could you accomplish with an extra 120 hours of peak cognitive performance? Streamlined routines automate your most energy-draining daily choices. Same morning routine, same workout time, same meal prep schedule. These aren't restrictions, they're liberation from the tyranny of constant choice. When your routine runs on autopilot, your mind is free to identify income opportunities others are too scattered to notice. The paradox of choice research shows that fewer options actually lead to better financial decisions and higher satisfaction. When faced with too many investment options, people either freeze up or make random choices. When the options are simplified to 3 solid index funds, they choose faster and stick with their decision longer. Less choice, better outcomes, more wealth. The compound effect of mental clarity on wealth accumulation becomes exponential over time. When you're not exhausted by trivial decisions, you have the mental energy to negotiate better deals, spot market inefficiencies, and execute on opportunities that require sustained focus. You'll notice patterns others miss because your cognitive resources aren't scattered across 1,000 meaningless choices. Most people think wealthy individuals have more discipline, but the truth is, they've engineered better systems. They've eliminated the need for discipline by removing temptation and automating good choices. Their wealth grows not because they make perfect decisions, but because they preserve their mental energy for the decisions that matter most. This systematic approach creates a feedback loop where clarity generates opportunity, opportunity generates wealth, and wealth provides more options for automation. The rich get richer not through superior intelligence, but through superior decision architecture. They've built systems that make wealth creation inevitable, while others exhaust themselves, choosing between meaningless alternatives. Mental bandwidth is your most valuable asset for building wealth, more precious than time, money, or connections. Every decision you eliminate creates space for the strategic thinking that separates the wealthy from the overwhelmed. Start with one area tomorrow and automate those decisions completely. Subscribe for more strategies that help you engineer wealth through systematic simplification.